Welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Smith, your host, and I have a fantastic Easter wreath for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how to make this beautiful Deco mesh Easter wreath using mostly Dollar Tree supplies. Let me show you how to make it. To get started on our project, you're going to need a 14-inch wire wreath form that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. You're going to need some pipe cleaners cut in half. And then you're also going to need 6 rolls of Dollar Tree Deco mesh in this really pretty lavender color. Now this is their seasonal mesh. You can find it in the Easter section. I have 2 rolls of my mesh open. Scrunch your ends together and add a pipe cleaner. You want to make sure that's nice and secure. This is how we're going to attach our mesh. And then you want to attach it here on the crossbar on the 2 bars in the center. Just wrap my pipe cleaners around, pull them together nice and snug, and give a couple twists. And then I like to take the ends here. I like to pull them back through and give it another twist. I don't want my ends to come loose as I'm working on it. Now I really like this method. We're going to be doing the poof or bubble method. I've heard it called both ways. Now normally you see this done using 10-inch or 21-inch mesh. This was my solution to use multiple rolls when using Dollar Tree mesh. Now you can do this with 2 or 3 rolls of mesh at a time. And for our poofs today, we're going to be measuring them at 6 inches. And the reason why I'm going for 6 inches is I want a very nice, thick, and dense base for this wreath. Okay, and you want to start to measure from where you attached it. Pull out at 6 inches, pinch, and add a pipe cleaner. Now with this method, I like to measure and add about 4 or 5 pipe cleaners and then go back and attach them. It just makes the process go a little bit faster, and then it's not quite so tedious. Now that I have a few made, I'm going to go back and start attaching them. And I'm attaching them to the 2 bars here in the center. Push from the front to the back. Once you get a section done, you're going to want to go back and just separate those 2 pieces of mesh so that you get that full benefit. You don't have to fully open them up, but you do definitely want to separate them. And you just go in and pull the 2 apart, and since they're all the same color, it doesn't matter which one goes to which side. And as you can see, that's going to be very, very pretty, nice and textured. I'm going to work on this, get a few sections done, and then I'll come back and show you what it's looking like. I have 2/3 of my base complete, and that is 4 rolls of Deco mesh. I was able to get 11 to 12 poofs measuring at 6 inches per section. And I really love this method when using Dollar Tree mesh because you are not cutting the mesh, so you get little to no fraying with this method using even seasonal Dollar Tree mesh. Absolutely beautiful. I love the color and I love that little bit of sparkle that the mesh has. I'm going to complete the base and then I'll be back and we can move forward and decorate. My base is complete and look how thick and full that is. And absolutely no fraying with the poof method. Love it. Now this is the sign that I've chosen to use today, and I really love the color tones. It has this really pretty purple egg in the background that really jumps out once you put it onto my purple wreath. Now this sign is a little larger than what I would normally use on a 14-inch wreath form, but I'm not going to put a lot of stuff on here and I really want my sign to stand out. So that's why I decided to go with the 14-inch wreath form. And I'm going to place my bow up here and then I'm going to add a few other elements around that go with the sign. Now to get our sign attached here, at the top it has 2 holes and there was a jute cord there, so I removed that. I put in some silver floral wire. Go through the hole, wrap around the top and twist together. This is what you'll use to attach. And then here at the bottom I glued on 2 full-length pipe cleaners, and to help those stay I put a little piece of ribbon over it. That way the pipe cleaner is not just glued down by the pipe cleaner but also by the ribbon, which will make it extra sturdy. And then to get this on, once you find your placement, you just feed the floral wire and your pipe cleaners down in through the mesh and attach it to the wire wreath form in the back. My sign is attached. It's nice and sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. Once you have its positioning, you want to tighten it down. Go ahead and trim and then tuck those pipe cleaners and the wires. You don't want anything sharp on the back of your wreath. Okay, let's make our bow. Now these are the ribbons that I've pulled out. This one came from Dollar Tree. I have 2 partial rolls of this. I absolutely love it. It has little bunnies and eggs, a little bit of glitter on a white background. And then I also pulled this one out. I like that it has the same purple background and then flowers. This one I did pick up from the 99-cent store. And then I think I'm going to top it off with this really pretty burlap ribbon. I picked this one up, let's see, I think this one came from Hobby Lobby. Yep, this one came from Hobby Lobby. It was $4.99. It came out of their Easter section last year. But I really like that beautiful bunny print. So I'm going to start with this ribbon. And I'm going to measure out my tails for this about 10 inches. Pinch and twist. Now on your tails, the nice side of the ribbon should be facing up, but once you come through, the nice side of the ribbon should be facing down when you go to start making your loops. I'm going to be making 3 loops on either side at 4 inches with this ribbon. If you're enjoying today's content, make sure to subscribe, and when the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube will let you know every time I upload new content. And I do upload new content to my channel every week. Now I'm going to move on to the really pretty lavender ribbon. Clean up the end here. This time I'm going to measure my tails at about 8 inches. And with this ribbon I'm going to make 2 loops on either side at 4 inches. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. This list will not only tell you how much you're going to need, it will also let you know where I purchased the materials. I'm going to go back to this really pretty ribbon, and this time I'm going to measure my tails at about 6 inches. Pinch and twist. And with this ribbon, this time I'm only going to do one loop on either side at 4 inches. And now I'm going to move to the really cute little bunny ribbon. And on this one I'm going to measure my tails at 6 inches. Pinch and twist. And with this ribbon I'm going to do 2 loops on either side at 3 inches. So it's going to be a little smaller. Take a full-length pipe cleaner, lift up your ribbon on one side and slide it down till you get right next to your dowel rods. Lift them up together. And then I always push down so that my ribbon is nice and snug and tight, and then lift out. That helps keep your ribbon nice and stacked. And you want to cross over the front. Make sure you're in the center, pull snug, and go to the back and give a good twist or two. Okay, and then you can go in and do some adjusting. If you need to adjust your loops, they're not laying right or they shifted when you were tying, go right down to where they are tied, and that's where you need to do your adjusting. Okay, so go in, open up your loops, pull your tails down, and adjust it until you're happy. So that is approximately what your bow should look like. Now I will trim my tails and do my final adjusting once I get it onto my wreath. So I want to put my bow up here. I want it a little off to the side and high on my wreath. And then I want to pull most of my tails down. To get that attached, you just take your pipe cleaners, just like you did with your sign. You separate the mesh and you feed them down until you can attach it to the wire wreath form in the back. I have my bow on and I'm really happy. I think it looks so pretty. And the color tones are perfect. It goes great with the wreath and the base. I'm so happy. Now there's one more embellishment that I want to add. And Dollar Tree has these egg picks and they're so pretty. They look like they're wrapped in raffia. You get 4 pieces in a pack and they have 4 different colors. So we have the lavender, blue, a lime green, and pink. So I have one package of each. Now I want to place one of the eggs right here in the center. I think that one looks pretty. That one kind of blends in a bit. I like that one. I think that looks really pretty too. It brings out the green in the ribbon. Oh, the blue's really pretty too. Hard decision. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm going to go with the lime green one. I like that. I think that's very pretty. So for this one, I'm just going to take the stick out and hot glue that right in the center. Before you glue it in, you want to make sure that your ribbon is laying the way that you want, because once you hot glue that in, it'll be difficult to rearrange your loops. I like that very much. And now I'm going to add the rest of the eggs throughout my wreath. And I like that they come on a long pick, because you can decide if you want them close, if you want them to stick out. So what I do is I kind of feed it in there and work with my placement so I can decide whether or not I want them to stick out. But I think I do want them to kind of look like they're right on the top of the mesh, kind of like that. So I will be shortening them, and then I'm just going to alternate the colors as I work my way around. So let's just break that. I don't need it that long. And to glue these in, just add some hot glue to the pick area. Get both sides there. And then you want to nestle it right on into the mesh so it gets good contact. I'm going to get the rest of my eggs in, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. And here you go, we're all done. I'm really happy with the end result. I used about 10 of the egg picks. I think they're so pretty. They really pull all the beautiful colors out of the ribbon. And I love that background. It really helps set off the sign. Easter egg farming. Bunny treats sold here. Absolutely love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. If you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. If you're looking for more Easter inspiration, you're going to want to check out my Easter playlist. You can click into it right here. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.